Yo, it's Mr. Red Fox here with another video. This is a two-part set of videos where I'm going to talk about, the first part's going to be my top five pet peeves of going to the movies, the movie-going experience. And the second part is going to be some of my favorite experiences going to the movies. So without much ado, let's get to it after the cut. So here's my number 5 pet peeve. People who come to the movie theater and won't shut the fuck up. Like, here's the thing, okay? When I pay, depending, it doesn't matter what you pay. Like, normally when I go to the movie, to my local, like AMC 18, I go matinee. So I'm paying like $6.50, $6.69, around there, okay? $6.50, $6.70, $6.60, $6.70. Okay, but whatever I pay, I did not pay. I paid to watch this movie. I did not pay to hear your fucking editorials about said movie. So I need you to do me a favor and shut the fuck up. That's always bothered me about a lot of film. People just always got something to add. Well, shut the fuck up. Don't want to hear it. That's always been one of my major pet peeves of going to the movies is just people who don't know when to shut the fuck up. And that's my big thing. That's what I don't like. That's number 5. I wish there was like some type of course that people would be forced to take in high school or junior high school where they would have to learn basic social etiquette, like don't talk in movie theaters, don't talk during live performances, theater, comedy shows, unless specifically they tell you, well, we appreciate audience participation, but most performances don't, so don't do that. Number 4 coming after the cut. So this next one is kind of another one that kind of gets on my nerves. This has never really happened to me, but I see it happen quite a bit. You're sitting in the movie theater, you like a smart person, got your ticket, you sat down, you sat through the little commercials, you did everything you were supposed to do, and now you're just waiting on you're waiting for the trailers to go through and all that type of stuff. Some motherfucker walks in with a cell phone on so they can see, with the light on their cell phone so that they can see, and they're like, where are you? Where are they? Let me tell you something. It's not my fucking problem that you don't know how to get to a movie theater early, okay, and get your seats, alright? Not my fucking problem. Not my fucking problem that you got shitty seats. Not my fucking problem, okay? Look. You need to get your own shit, okay? Get your own shit, okay? Get there early so you can get a good seat. Because I'm not going all out my way to move just because your ass doesn't know how to fucking budget your time, alright? Not my, to quote Reggie Fils-Aimé, not my problem, okay? Not my problem, alright? Get your ass there early so you can get a good seat, okay? Now, to be fair, my local Potomac 18 also has on-demand seating now for some movies where you can go and have your seat done for you. I went one time, and this fucking loser, this fucking asshole, like, he was like, oh, well, you're sitting in my seat. Now, to be fair, like, there were a lot of seats in this theater, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, and I moved. So, if someone's sitting in your seat and it's demand seating, just ask someone. You don't need to call, whatever it's called. You don't need to call a usher to deal with anything, because that's just a bitch move. Speaking of bitch moves, let's move on to my number 3 pet peeve after the cut. Alright, this is for when you watch horror movies with people, and they know that they can't watch horror movies, but they go watch a horror movie anyway, and then they act like they're the ones being assaulted in the film, instead of just watching it. Look, if you know you can't handle horror movies, don't fucking go, because, I'm not going to be, I wouldn't sit there and inconvenience other people just because I want to watch a horror movie. So don't inconvenience me because you don't know how to watch a fucking horror movie. Not my fucking problem, alright? Not my fucking problem at all, okay? That's the thing that's always got me about a lot of people watching horror movies. Like, they're sitting there acting like, like they're in a painful medical procedure and they didn't get anesthesia. Not my fucking problem, okay? Stop with that shit, okay? It's annoying, it's aggravating, and I don't like it, okay? I don't like it, okay? If you're gonna be a fucking pussy about watching a horror movie, don't go watch a horror movie. And before anyone says anything, what do you mean if you're gonna be a pussy? I don't mean a pussy in terms of the noun slang term used for a woman's genitals. No, okay? I mean a pussy in the pejorative term of someone who's soft, weak, and generally unable to handle tough situations. Someone's like, oh my God, there was a loud banging noise, but it wasn't gunfire. Oh, I'm scared. Don't be a pussy. All right. That type of thing. Alright? So with that being said, let's move on to my number 2 pet peeve after the cut. Okay, you know these people. You're sitting in the movies, and the movie just started. Some fucker comes in because they came in late because they didn't know how to budget their time appropriately. And they choose the loudest fucking food on planet Earth to eat in the movie theater. Something like popcorn or nachos. And you're sitting there trying to watch the movie and you hear... for like 10-15 minutes. Look, alright, I understand that you're trying to do something, but seriously... Stop it. Stop it. God damn it, stop it. Okay? I don't like that. Okay? Stop it. Alright? Why can't you be like a normal person, get to the movies early, go to concessions, get your big gulp and your popcorn, and eat it during the trailers, because no one gives a shit during the trailers, but when, you're watching the movie, people don't want to hear that shit. Don't do that. It's a dick move. Number 1 is coming next, but before that, we'll do honorable mentions. Yo! So, this is the dishonorable mentions segment where I'm just going to talk about dishonorable mentions. These are things that people do that I don't want to encapsulate in the list that are just really fucking annoying. People who kick the back of your seat while you're fucking watching the movie. People whose kids ask loud, annoying questions while you're trying to watch the film. Because they don't understand because the kid's way too young to be watching that film. That type of thing. People who have someone that they're watching the movie with who is unfamiliar with the film, who is fucking asking questions while the film is going on and have the need to ask the person who's with them questions, and it's like, could you shut the fuck up, please? Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. And they won't. They won't shut the fuck up. These things, all of them, piss me the fuck off, and I hate it. That's about that. Those are my dishonorable mentions. So we'll get to the number one pet peeve I have in the theater going experience after the cut. Here's my number one pet peeve that I don't like in the theater film going experience. People, this doesn't really happen at Alamo Drafthouse because Alamo Drafthouse has higher prices, but AMC is the cheaper theater, and so it's, anyone can go there. I don't like hearing people's fucking kids. I don't like hearing their kids. I don't want to hear their fucking kids at all. Period. I don't like it. And I wish that, because, the way I look at it is like this, okay? I did not pay X amount of dollars to hear your fucking kids. All right? Don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your fucking kids. I don't want to see your fucking kids. Learn to shut the fuck up and be quiet. And here's the deeper meaning, okay? If you can't afford to have someone watch your kids for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours for an evening out on the town, I feel for you, all right? But here's the thing, okay? Children are an expensive proposition, and if you can't afford to do the extra shit to make sure you don't go insane, don't have them. But, I don't have kids, and I don't want to experience the joy, I'm using air quotes here, the joy of not being able to sit down and watch a movie because I've got to hear fucking, what's that? Yeah. And as an addendum to this, people who bring their kids to watch a movie that's fucking not appropriate for their age, like an R-rated film, and they bring a little kid to it, stop with that shit. Just fucking stop. No more. Stop it. Okay? Fuck off with that shit. And so that's the end of my top 5 movie-going pet peeves. Remember, rate, comment, share, subscribe. You can hear more of this channel from our main podcast, BS Busters, every Wednesday and Saturday, 7:30 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.